Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wayward Arcadium Season 2, Episode 15. Thank you so much for your patience. Today has been a Monday of a Monday, and hey, that happens sometimes. So we're here to make sure that the show still goes on, that you still get to see your favorite students try to survive college, and so that the big, gay, beautiful dance gets to freaking happen. We're not stopping that at all. Without further ado, and enough of me being hype, let's say hello to your favorite students, starting with Aubrey. Aubrey, please tell us who you are and who you're playing and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I am Aubrey. You can find me everywhere on the internet at MadQueen Cosplay, and I play Aurora, our, recently vampire elf sorcerer, who's just been reunited with her owl son. We both use she, her pronouns.
Excellent. Next up, we have Aki. Aki, please tell us who you are and who you're playing and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Aki. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Sarna Iltishma, pronouns he, they. Your, as described tonight, big titty goth BF. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Well, next up, we have Makai. Makai, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Yes, I will definitely be mentioning my prones. What's piggity poppin', my sweet friends, my good homies, and everything in between. Tonight, I will be playing for you one graded D stone basin. Together, we use a collection of they pronouns, he pronouns, she pronouns. Look, talk to us nice or don't talk to us at all. That's the general rule. Follow it and you'll go far. Break it and we'll break you. And other than that, we're just ready to get started, ready to get popping, because a certain member of this cast doesn't know how to not be an amazing storyteller and rip my literal heart out of my chest, even when we're not even playing his game.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I don't know what I'm talking about either. What? Yeah. Shut up.
Well, that heartwarming bit of inside joke theater aside, Fee should be joining us in the next about 20 minutes or so. But don't worry about that when that time comes. Like a brief break to kind of put them in. And if they don't, well, I hope they have a great night. Aldwin, aka Dusty, is also not going to be joining us tonight. They have a bad bout of food poisoning, and we hope that they just get better soon and take the night to rest, because health is important and always comes first.
Hydration.
Yes, hail hydration. So I guess that just leaves little on me. My name is PJ. I am the GM for Wayward Arcadium and Nat20 Productions official here on Twitch. I am very burpy because I've been drinking a lot of coffee to keep myself energized, and it's making me burp. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be playing everyone and everything in between tonight. And if you didn't see last week's episode, you can go check us out on Nat20 Prods on YouTube to go see it. Or, of course, go check it out in the award-winning Goblets and Gays podcast on Spotify. Goblets and Gays, Wayward Arcadium, episode 14. And that was the big underground tournament. Some timey-wimey stuff happens. We kind of went back in time to tell you the story of that. And it was a crazy street fight that ended, violently, and people got some really cool loot out of it. And I'm glossing over because I don't want to ruin too much.
A real final fight of a night, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
Those gears really got guilty. Catch my drift.
Oh,
I like really were calibered.
Honestly.
The fighters were in the street.
Out in them streets.
We really just fucking smashed.
Yes, fucking smash.
Let's go.
So if you like fighting references, I'm sure you'll get a huge kick out of that. But now we're going to kind of put things back on the right timeline. At this point in time, we've already had the underground fighting arena. We've had the haunted mansion field assignment last of the year. And on top of that, everyone is now level 9. So without further ado, the day is going to start, I believe, with a morning announcement. Please play that morning announcement music for me. Good legend, you! Good morning, good day, good day. It's me, Goonie Marmer, the voice of choice, going all the way to 11. Let me be the first to welcome you all to the big school dance. That's right. Work hard, play hard. That's the Arcana Miriam way. And if it's not, you can't stop me from saying it on the air. That's right. Goonie Marmer is coming back as your DJ for this event. There's going to be everything that we had last year. There's going to be haircuts and tattoos. There's going to be dancing competitions, improv competitions, acting. There's going to be rap battles and flight competition. So if you have the fire, spit it, because we like to drag on with the rest of you. There's going to be a jousting competition. As always, the Jousting Club is looking for challengers. There's going to be a wrestling competition because, hey, why not? Have a few drinks and see what happens. The Orange Sonata, once again, is going to be providing the amazing accoutrement and the environment for this entire event. Also, we are so super duper proud to announce the first Cheliax Culture Festival happening in the front of the school. So if you want to learn a little bit about some of your schoolmates and see another side of some things, maybe even help mend bridges and party while you do it, go check out the Cheliax Festival in the front of the school. And I will be spinning the hits from beginning to end. And that's what it's about. Having fun, relaxing, and kicking back. So I'm going to just turn it over to all you all. And remember, we can't have a community without you and I in it. Why? Because teamwork makes the damn dream work. All right, everyone. I'm Goonie Marmer, the voice of choice. I'll see you tonight for the big event. Goonie Marmer, OUT, out. And as there's a bug. And as the music fades, I need everyone to give me a general study check. It's probably been a long time since any of us went to class, so we need to do some studying.
What, studying in the back alleyways of combat wasn't a class?
No. That's a hard sell. I don't know if I can go with that.
It's only a 28 for me.
Okay, only a 28.
I mean, it feels low. It was running a game last night where it was 40, upper 40s was the normal numbers I was rolling.
Yeah, I remember.
You too.
You said general studies. Don't suppose I can convince you to use medicine, right? Because the modern implications of studying healthily, for your own mental health, and grit is all about that. Good holistic
medicine a class
studying.
that we have.
Right. That's all I'm saying. Definitely that, not because it's my highest stat.
I can do medicine. Worst case scenario, you could study how caffeine helps you, study more.
Facts. That is a 30. Which is unfortunate because that means I only rolled an 11.
Okay. All right, Aki, what's your study check?
33, because I'm rolling Arcana. I am nothing if not a magical lad.
I rolled
a little
cultism.
magical lad.
A little bit of a magical lad.
The wee
Just a
magical
little.
man.
A wee bit of magic.
Just a touch, just a sprinkle.
Just a little bit of knowledge. All right. So at a later date, I'm going to get Fee and Dusty's study roll. But for right now, we're going to go from there. With that, the day seems to fade in a haze. Maybe it's the excitement of the dance. Maybe it's the fact that it's been almost in a full year of education. At this point, it's all just kind of cluttering around the old brain. But the day comes and goes. Comes in tonight. And the dance has been prepping for at least a week now. So here we see it at its first moment, as the sun fades and the moon and stars come into view and the lights slowly start to turn on all over, hanging lanterns and dazzling light spells just illuminate the college campus. Now, if you will, please join me in discussing what you're doing to get ready, what your costume or clothes are going to look like, and overall what your vibe is. Let's start with we'll start from the top. Aubrey, what is Aurora doing to get ready for her first big dance with her girlfriend?
Aurora is probably feeling very nervous. Never done this before, so trying to get it right. I imagine like her big outfit for tonight looks, if you played Final Fantasy 14, it kind of looks like the astrologian, it's big, fancy, nice hat,
Ooh, hats.
and just prints of stars all over the dress. It's very big, very fancy,
very poofy. I like it.
Love it, love it, love it.
And Pebble gets a bow tie.
Does it have stars on it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he loves that.
I like to think it's that chowder print where as he moves, it moves.
It's definitely like a back textured rotoscope kind of thing. So it's got that weird uncanny valley to it.
Like me in the morph suit. Yeah, you get the point.
All right. Aki, what's Sarnai's prep? What's their costume? What's the vibe?
Okay. So prep, so much prep. Actually, even more than last year's, because I think Sarnai needs a good time to relax. They have noticeably a very different feature on them as their wings have grown in. So they have these nice big bat like wings now. I don't think they are fully grown yet per se. And that's totally not because I'm trying to use it as an excuse for mechanics. But rather just, also clothes. It's clothes when I draw them. It's gonna be a big issue. And so because of their wings coming in, that means he has to change all of his outfits. I don't think you don't plan these things. One doesn't just plan when they hit wing puberty, It just happens in a tiefling's life. Some get it immediately. Others get it after 2 decades. That at least roughly. That's where Sarnai is right now.
Some get hooves instead.
Yeah, exactly. Some come out with hooves. Like they came out with 2 tails. Not everybody gets 2 tails, and in this case, wings too. And
some
because
people
of
have
that,
some people just get skin conditions.
Exactly.
The tiefling genetic jackpot.
It's just shit's random,
Yeah.
And because of that, I guess Sarnai, for the most part, has had to sadly cut holes in so many of their good fucking shirts.
I'm so sorry.
Poor thing.
It's just like, God
Poor
damn,
baby man.
It's Versace. Like just snips it, because they can't fit. It sucks. And it would be so indecent for them to walk around in, I don't know, I don't even think their armor fits them properly anymore. That shit was for the back, the closed back. Damn, we didn't think this through. However, last year, I remember Sarnai wore like a halter neck type of vest, like the ones you saw in the early 2000s.
Oh
so
my God,
yeah, there you go, fucking whiplash there. So I think Sarnai is gonna wear one of those, probably have some sort of like shawl for modesty, high-waisted pants, the typical heels, and particularly in this part, probably uses too much gel in their hair, and they just didn't realize it until they just went, whoa, that's not moving anytime soon.
A simple mistake. We've all been there when we started using product, went a little too hard, a little too fast, and then had crunchy hair. I've been there. I'm an advocate for
when your hair goes crunch.
When you get bored and you start pulling off the like gross globs of hair gel because it's starting to. I was a dumb high school kid. Anyway, next up we have Makai. What is Greta doing before the big dance? What is their clothes like? What's the vibe?
Greta is getting last minute workouts in. They're trying to rather than to get ahead of all of their classes. They've just kind of been putting in the not bare minimum effort, but enough to just pass. Not trying to get ahead, not trying to just survive, just school is, I'm trying to focus on the good fun parts, the parts where I get to fight my friends, the parts where I get to try and plan something fun for me and all these, people I've grown to love. And so they finished the last of their assignments, and now they're just finishing the last of their workout. And their dress is going to be like this. Surprise! All of Gritta's outfits. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but all of Gritta's outfits are just a variation of just the glamour spell. Never take that armor off. Got to stay ready. Danger around every corner. We're not paranoid. We're just right.
Absolutely. So no. Kick-ass glamour spell. Got it.
But this one should, instead of going for their traditional B-girl look that they've been trying to maintain this year, this one is more of a, and I'm definitely not inspired by a conversation I had this weekend. This one's more of a ska-inspired situation. It's real chic. Their greaves have turned into those like nice long knee-high boots, a couple of rips here and there, chainmail, little underpiece because fantasy. Let's get into it. And a series of orange and purple checkers with the occasional black square. Purple for my sweet, sweet boy. Orange for my other sweet, slightly crunchy boy.
All right. Orange and purple. Okay. Orange and purple checkers.
For our Christmas episode, because yep. Those colors make sense.
Absolutely. Well, we're not Christmas yet. If we're closer to my birthday, then we're closer to Christmas. But that's something for later. So as you all get dressed up, you go through your preps. Gritta gets done with the shower after the gym, and you all start moving across the massive quad where everything seems to happen through the lights to the main hall where you all start every year together. Aurora, you meet up with Eden. She is wearing a sort of gold and white tuxedo. So it's a white shirt, button up, gold vest. It has a clockwork tie. So it's like gold fabric, but you can see actual gears constantly moving perpetually in the tie itself. She's got some fancy jewelry on, like some rings, gold pants with kind of tuck in to really large kind of khaki and brown two-tone boots, laced up really nice, very shiny. And she kind of sees you with a, kind of nervously, and then, hey.
Hi.
Hi. I decided not to do the tattoos this year. I'm looking forward to dancing with my girlfriend tonight.
I'm looking forward to it as well. I said before, first for both of us.
Great. Good. Because I have 2 left feet. So if you want to lead, that's great. If not, let me know. I'll do my best.
I can definitely lead. I at least got to spend a decent amount of time learning how to dance.
Great. Well, let's go inside. And this begins the Wayward Arcadium Dance Day soundtrack.
Oh, Dance Revolution soundtrack, Wayward Arcadium style.
As you go in, the lights start to change. You can see a nice pulsing combination of dazzling lights, the light spell, all manner of magic just enchanted in the hallways of this school, pounding out different color lights and different patterns. You see, just like last year, across this large dance floor, a big booth with a little morning announcement, a halfling, mixing the hits and getting on the microphone when the time needs be. But like a good DJ, they let the song play. They don't cut it off 30 seconds of, 2 minutes in, so they can just have a fun little ow, 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 because Cooney knows what he's doing.
Because Cooney has style.
Yes. Speaking as someone who's been to a lot of clubs, nothing sucks worse than really vibing with a song and then decide to like blend it early. It's like we just got to the first chorus, my guy. Let it breathe.
Just got here, my man. What are you doing?
Exactly. But the mood and the night is yours. Beautiful magical lights all over let you know that the staff has come out in big numbers to put spells all over to give you an enhanced evening. Orange Sonata did not pull any punches. The theme for this year's dance is adventures and hordes. So you're seeing beautiful rooms full of golden treasure illusions, amazing tapestries, beautiful lights, multicolored dragons dancing and raving. You see multi-cultural taverns from all over the world, alive and well in different corners of every room. You are now at a school dance that is hard fought and well earned. Before we decide what you do, we're going to take a brief break and let Fee join in the fun as well. So we'll see you in a few minutes while I get Fee in. See you then. All right, we are back. Thank you so much for being patient. We have, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Hiro Kitsugane here. Hiro, could you please give me a study check so we can see how well your studying has been doing in the weeks since everything's been happening?
Am I adding anything onto it, or is it just a normal D20?
You can make it whatever skill check you would like to use to encapsulate all your studying.
I'm gonna go with deception, and that is a 32.
32. Okay.
I'm not sure how he is smart, but Hiro manages once again to be somehow both the dumbest and smartest person.
It's that blessing of fake it till you make it, and you're making it real. It's beautiful.
Manifesting a brain cell, and unfortunately, suddenly he got 5.
Well, you know what? When you accidentally dupe your luck, you dupe it and just run with it. But that being said, what is Hiro doing to get ready for the dance, and what's their ensemble like? If you have any ideas.
Is there a theme for this dance? Like, or is it just like tuxedo, black, classic kind of look?
Yeah, the theme is
hordes and what was it? Hordes and
adventures and hordes, I believe. And so it's like everything's like this magical dragon's horde dance club and like multi taverns from different worlds all put together. Your partners, Greta is wearing a super cute kind of like early 2000s skirt dress combo that has purple and orange checkers with knee-high boots and just a little bit of chainmail. Sarnai is wearing, of course, their lovely wardrobe, but with holes cut in the back, so their big juicy wings are exposed, invisible.
You know, there's the trend going around, sorry, just quick interlude on TikTok being just like, oh, the love you crave is like the love you read about or something. And people are just like, monster porn? Yeah, that's Hiro right now.
Yeah, like, I realized if anything, Sarna is gonna walk in looking like the minor boss that you fight just before the big bad.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay. It's so funny because the big bad is your dad. If you think about it.
The minor boss. The minor boss and the major lift. Okay, so Hiro, are we going together to the ball, or is he late because I wasn't there? Which is completely fine. I just want to set the scene.
Let's just say, because we did everyone else's intro, that you're going to be running a bit late, but fashionably late.
Well, okay, so Hiro climbs through the window of his dorm, and he's a little disheveled, but not too much. With a little bit of disdain, he like looks down at his school uniform that has been clearly tussled with, and like disapprovingly looks at like a splatter of blood on his cuff. And after a little bit of huffing and puffing, he goes to shower and change and wear his cologne, and he will wear a traditional like celebratory kimono, I believe, but it's like we're doing the slutty thing, which is like a no in culture, but I will ignore it. I'm Japanese. I'm allowed to do this.
I do the same thing. I'm Chinese. Let's go.
So
I'm just black. I get it.
Nice. So he has like a little slit in the kimono, so like his like normal like battle pants kind of like look through. He's wearing comfortable, I would say, like combat boot-ish, but at least polished. He, in his kitsune ears, he has a few earrings dangling, and after putting on gloves to hide, there we go, I can't talk, to hide the scruffs on his knuckles from a fight, ? He goes to the ballroom.
Okay. Quick note of that.
Also,
All
wait,
right.
wait 1 sec. I wanna
Sure.
I want to ask you something in private, but you can continue the scene. I just want to ask you something.
All right. Well, our wonderful TD, if you could please play the soundtrack for the dance as Hero joins a little late, but definitely kicks down the door and sees an amazing dance party with a fantastic dragons horde, but with a little bit of style. Oh, there's the music. Love it. So, everyone, you are currently in the main part of this dance floor, or the main part of the entire dance, which of course is the dance floor. Here, there's of course the opportunity to get drinks and to party and dance. There's also the Golden Ooze game that has taken off since Akane did it last year. The students found out about it and they've started to their own version. So someone is passing around the Golden Ooze. If you wish to play and try to sneak it under your friend's pockets, go right ahead. There is a dance competition. There is an acting / improv competition. There's a rap battle, and there's also a flight competition. A little different. In the main center area. Out back, you have the jousting competition, wrestling competition, things to kind of like have fun and maybe challenge your favorite players or NPCs to a friendly little PvP. Out in the front, though, the big highlight, the Cheliax Culture Festival being run by Sarnai and the Cheliax Recovery Club. So the night is yours. Kick back, role play, and relax as you get to enjoy a hard-earned dance night. What do you want to do?
Go.
Go ahead, Makai.
Oh, I was just saying, Gritter's gonna get everyone a drink.
Who's gonna ask if there's any like vampire-friendly refreshments? A tequila sunrise that's maybe a little bit too sunrise.
I was about to. Well, wouldn't that hurt?
I think
no, the
yes.
tequila sunrise, but like it's got like the red at the bottom. And the red.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what you meant, because I thought you meant the literal sunrise. I was like, isn't that like the opposite of what you fucking want?
Aki, I thought you were inferring that vampires were allergic to tequila.
No.
The ancient myth, the 3 things that can kill a vampire: stake to the heart, garlic, Jose Cuervo,
Yeah, exactly. Something, some too,
I think I need to give Sarnai a hero point for that great dumb joke. I love it. Hero point.
And I really did mean it literally. Can you imagine?
Was it a joke?
No, but like, can you imagine that's how they make tequila sunrises? Just like, and then for like an hour at the crack of fucking dawn, we just hover the bottle and we sun it.
Oh God, I love this game.
All right, so let us go back again. Let's start off with Aurora. Aurora, what are you and Eden doing on your first dance together?
Just having fun, we're gonna dance for a bit, at least until Eden needs a break. I don't know, I'm undead. I don't know how well both my stamina goes now.
That's a really good point. I don't think you have like exhaustion.
No, I think I still suffer from exhaustion and things like that, but
okay.
But yeah, no, and then from there, after dance for a bit and, decide it's time for a break, get Eden a drink, I mean, I imagine it's how long has it been since I was turned into a vampire at this point?
Oh God, at this point,
Couple months at least.
yeah, I want to say a month, if not a month and a half.
So it's got to be at least a point where it's like, is there anything for someone who's a vampire?
So Marrow is there, and you see them.
Bloody Mary.
Yeah, you see them like pouring a drink in their mouth. It spills all over the robes. They're somehow inebriated and they're throwing up like skeleton hand rock symbols, just dancing. And then they see you and they're like, "Oh, it's my favorite little loophole. The fucking lawyer. Let me give you. Do you want juice drink for you? Yes."
Yeah, I mean, if everybody else is having fun, I feel like I should as well.
You should. You hold on. I got something special for you. Where did I remember. They reach under their robe, they pull out this like really murky red bottle, and they go, "All right, listen, okay? Are you listening? I have no ears. Okay, here we go. I got blood donations from like 30 drunk people. Put it in bottle. You are going to get hammer smashed. It's going to be so great."
Yeah, no, I mean, that'll actually be... It's been a while, so, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how it feels now.
I did a bit of warning. Most of the blood transfusions were from dwarves, so sip it.
Good to know.
Here we go. Drink responsibly.
You too, Professor.
Too late. Nope. And they just start kind of vibing. So with that, you have a substance that you can enjoy and kick back and relax. What kind of drink do you want to give Eden?
I imagine Eden is very much like, very much like a whiskey neat kind of person.
Makes sense.
Okay. So you bring her a whiskey neat, hero point, because that's exactly the kind of drink I had in my head. Like old-fashioned adjacent, you got it. She loves it. You can see her just kind of like squaring up already and just kind of sipping it and just going, babe, this is amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I guess well. And yeah, then I'll pour myself a glass of Bloody Mary.
Berry.
Just because it's been a while, give me a fortitude save as you drink drunk people blood.
Yeah. I'm notoriously not good at these. It's not great. It's only like a 26.
Only like a 26. Okay. You start drinking it, and it is the equivalent of having a double whiskey neat yourself. You start drinking it. The minute it hits your tongue, your mouth is on fire with flavor and this potent warmth. And as you start processing the blood, you start feeling your cheeks get warm for the first time in what feels like probably 2 months. With the warmth comes a rosy pink, and you are drunk.
Okay, that hit me a little faster than I was expecting.
Eden looks over her glass as she's sipping her whiskey, and she goes, "Oh, baby's a lightweight. That's adorable."
It wasn't life, and nothing's changed in death.
Well, the song comes on, and she takes you by the hand, and she goes, "Oh, I hope you don't mind if I step on all your feet and toes, but if you're drunk, hopefully you won't feel it. Do you mind if I take you out the dance floor?"
Let's go.
All right. So she takes you out to the dance floor. She makes sure that her drink is safe while your drink is safe while you start dancing. You kind of get the vibe that she's doing her best, but she doesn't really feel comfortable leading right now. And then she asks you, how do you want to dance? Do you want to lead, or like, what do you want to do?
I mean, I can. I've learned a lot of dancing. Back in Towler, I learned all like the big important ones because it was kind of what you do when you're kind of slightly fancy. And I took Melee's dance class, and I learned a lot from that as well.
Well, she smiles and says, "Okay, show me what you learned."
And I will go into something that's probably a little closer to a waltz, but
is that it? Let's go.
Let's go.
Tell me the tale. That nat 20.
with it'd be a 35. With,
God damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you smoke it. What do you do?
It goes into a waltz, and I don't know, maybe there's a bit of a jitterbug in there, and it is just it's a mix of dances that she learned in Taldor, being like, oh, this is a proper ballroom dance, that you should know, if you're going to be high society in Taldor, and just like other things that she learned in Melee's dance classes, she's just like, yeah, I can dance a little.
Yeah, and you two are killing it. Someone walks up to you and says, "Hey, you're doing an amazing job. The dance competition's in like 30 minutes. Do you want to join the partners division?"
We'll look over at Eden, just be like, "Do we want to try our luck?"
Eden looks scared. She goes, I don't know. You were kind of in control of that one. I don't know if I'm a good dance partner for you."
I mean, I think you're perfect.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy check.
That'll be a 31.
31. You give her enough confidence that she says, "Hey, you know what? If you lead, babe, we can't go wrong. So yeah, let's do it." So Aurora and Eden are now in the dance competition. We'll get to that later. Next up, we got Sarnai. Sarnai, what are you doing?
Hello. Well, one, gonna make sure I greet my partners, because that would be so fucking rude if I didn't. Oh my goodness. I'm not
Can you imagine running in and like just not saying hi to your partner for like 2 hours into the episode and getting grilled cheese or something? Like, that'd just be man, that'd just be fucking wild.
Well, I'll greet y'all. I think it's a good. I think Sardai is somewhere in between. I think Sardai is overstimulated, is the best way to describe it, because they do have a whole fair that they're running, or rather, I would say that they're co-running it, because I do think my sister Venetrix did a lot more managing, since I had to fight time cops and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so I think she did a lot more managing. It's probably also been like the number one thing that's been helping her not think about, sudden death parent fight. And I think she did a fucking banger of a job. So yay. But I am going to help her, especially with tonight. There's a couple other things going on too that are preoccupying Sarnai's mind, that's for sure. So definitely overstimulated is the best way to describe the reason why it looks like they're Jack Sparrow walking towards y'all. I think that's the only way to describe how awkward this walk looks.
Oh honey. Oh honey, what did they do to your walk cycle? Oh no.
Oh, I don't know. It could be the wings. It could be a whole lot of things. You know how unbalanced I am? Do you know how fucking hard it is to walk through doors now? This shit is an accessibility issue.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry.
I can't even sleep. I can't sleep on my back. Because
I
I'll wake up with sore wings. I have to sleep on my stomach like a bottom.
It's not that bad. I mean, Hero enjoys it.
Putting aside the fact that I do enjoy it, okay, it is also my place and I'm kind of protected over it, so you can't sleep there. Fine.
I'll figure it out.
There's plenty of tummy space for both of you boys.
You
And-
think you're on top?
Yes. I don't think I know actually.
Don't agree. No.
Hey.
No.
Like
Yes.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
No.
I too am weak for Megan Thee Stallion. And Greta is nothing if not the stallion of this goddamn fucking show.
Yeah, that was such aggressive, good flirting.
I'm on some. I'm not on something, but I feel like I'm on something.
Okay, well,
You will be later.
Oh, okay. Drinks.
So drinks. Okay, yes.
Drinks need to get really, really drunk.
Would you like me to get you a drink, babe?
You're being so nice. Yes. Do
Okay.
I want you to get me a drink? I do, right? Yes, I do want that. Please get me a drink.
I would love to get you a drink. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back.
Okay, and Hero watches Greta walk away before turning to Sara and just be like, is she being very forthcoming or am I just having issues?
It could be both. I think you're definitely having issues, but who isn't in our friend group? Realistically,
I mean, and he looks over and just sees Aurora absolutely going nuts on the dance floor, and it's like, I feel like Aurora is somewhat balanced now, and he like watches her like do all of these crazy things.
no, it's literally been a month that she's been turned, and here she is throwing it back in the name of the fucking Lord. And
I mean, someone has to, blasphemy at its finest. Honestly,
speaking of blasphemy, we have a fun booth. I can't remember which one did it, but someone made a bunch of little like stickers and pins and something like that, and they are very, very sacrilege. So it'll be over at the booth, and I wanted to get something for definitely Greta, and I have no idea how into sacrilege you are.
I mean, it depends on if I'm on my knees begging, but every now and then I like to sin, as I hope you're aware of. Otherwise, I would be slightly concerned. Please say that you know that I like to sin.
No, I'm aware. You have a very vulgar mouth.
And you look so good on your knees.
Look!
Hi.
Don't
Oh, you're back.
lie.
Hi. And he takes the drink, and before downing it in one gulp, he takes 2 pills.
What? Hero, what? Hero, is this? What?
And he runs to the wrestling.
Okay. So I never thought I would say this. I think you just got crossfaded, so let's make a fortitude save about it. Please make a fortitude save. I was this close to saying will save, but I'm like, nope, it's a blood thing. It's not a willpower. That's it. Okay.
Let's go. Okay.
Let's go. Do that fort save.
Where are you? Oh, okay. Sorry, that was such an ugly laugh. Oh my god, never
was-
again.
I was so
It was
confused.
perfectly fine.
That's 16.
Oh
no.
no.
Yucca. Uh-oh.
What was the die face?
Yeah, do you want a hero point that?
or do you want a hero point that?
Do I want to hear? I don't know. I feel like him being cross could be really funny.
Don't do drugs, kids.
You know what? I will not hero point it. I feel like let's live with the consequences of our action. It was a 3 on the die.
Okay. So wasn't it? Well, all right. So I need to know.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm going to ask this.
Yes.
The pills.
Yeah.
Hallucinogenics, uppers or downers?
So I'm so sorry. One of them was actually just a normal painkiller. If anybody would have checked. And the other one was an upper.
Okay. Oh, this should be interesting.
Can I roll a medicine check to see if I can spot what they are just before they down them?
Go ahead, give me that check. While you're doing that, Aurora, I know Sarnai said it, but I kind of love this mental image for you. So you're going to get a hero point because you are throwing it back in the name of the Lord on the dance floor.
You're fucking welcome. You're so welcome. Wow, look at what I'm doing. Literally God's work here.
Yep.
Fucking delicious. I love this.
I just love the idea that Pebble is somehow hanging onto my hat through all of this.
Mm-hmm. He's like
Mommy,
the knife is in the hat, and he's holding on to the knife, and his little new like Owly birdie body's just waving in the wind. So Nakai, Greta, you look at the drink, and you can definitely recognize the painkiller, and then you see this kind of bright blue and yellow capsule that gets thrown back with the painkiller and the drink, and you know that Hiro is about to become an unstoppable force of charisma and like maximum pain tolerance for about an hour to 2 hours, and then they're gonna have a really bad time.
Greta just gives a real deep sigh.
What happened?
I mean, it's nothing they can't handle, but they're gonna be right fucked in about an hour and a half, and knowing them, they're going to burn through it in about twice that. So looks like a long call for tonight.
Oh no. Oh, I was going to tell you both something. But now
Hey, I'll take care of him. You've got a lot on your plate tonight. I'll take care of him. And then like I'll have plenty of magic to get him right back on his feet. We'll let him have just a little bit of his fun, and we'll talk to him about this in a minute.
Maybe. I actually have I wasn't expecting a drug talk whatsoever. It's much more so. Okay. Chill and whatnot, but like in an hour, don't be at the Cheliax Fest, like part of the
Don't
dance.
be at the. Is everything okay?
You know, I might as well tell you, since we're kind of right fucked on time here. I invited my parents because I'm going to tell them off and maybe get disowned. Or disown them. Let's see what happens first.
I mean, and you don't want us to be there for that?
I did at first, but I don't. If Hero's going to be super fucked up, I don't think that's safe. And I think Aurora is also fucked up. Too many things happened a little too fast.
It's completely understandable. I'll get him fixed before, and I want us to be there for you. But if I feel in any way that we won't be a good fit, we won't come. But I will try to make sure that we are in a good space for it. I promise. I love you.
I love you too. But you can always support me afterwards. It's fine. It's more so. It's more so of a. You are all so lovely, wonderful, charismatic people that have the backbone of a strong, immovable rod. Some of you, and others more like a wet napkin or something. It's a mix, you know, of different types of paper or foam, or perhaps the memory foam squishy stuff you use for pillows.
Or maybe even like a handkerchief of some sort, and they sort of dance a little handkerchief in your face. I'm not saying grab it, but not saying not grab it. If their eyes are doing like are they gonna grab it? Are they gonna grab it?
I will totally grab it, because I'm not about to waste a fucking knight's token here. I know what that is. I watch Shrek so much, so I know what that is. Yeah, motherfucker. I'm wearing green today. I am Fiona.
God, I love it.
I'm just gonna take that and just stuff that in there and just go, yes.
But wait, there's more. As soon as you take it, they turn into flowers, as I have bought Admirer's Bouquet. Turns from a little handkerchief to a couple dozen nice deep purple roses. Ta-da!
Damn. Sorry. They just registered that it turned into flowers. That's so cool. Oh. Well, damn.
I know it's cheesy, but it's our first date night together, so. Ta-da!
No, I've never gotten flowers before. That's kind of nice. I get it. I get why people like this kind of shit now.
This is fun. We should do them more often.
We should. But yeah, back to the thing I was trying to say very windedly. Y'all talk too much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Respectfully, I mean, you saw what we did to Aurora's entire fucking bloodline. I keep bringing it back there, but Hero's dad. Yeah, Hero's dad didn't stand a chance. But examples. Your dad a little bit. You spoke more, but that was in your place. But examples, so many examples. I don't think they're both in the mood to be talked to like that.
Gotcha. Show up, be sober, shut up.
Yes.
Noted.
Thank you.
I'll do my best. If they say something stupid, someone's gonna have to hold me down. But I'll do my best.
Until then, though, peruse. Go nuts. It's meant to be enjoyed.
Oh, so I can look at whatever I want just to peruse what Cheliax has to offer the rest of the world? The best and brightest of what they have to offer the world?
Yes.
As soon as you say yes, they walk around you and just start staring at your butt.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
That's Cheliax's ass right there.
That's Cheliax's ass.
It's Cheliax. Now that's a Cheli ass right there.
Cheli ass. I hate that I'm giving you a hero point, but take it. Yes. You earned it. All right,
and they say simping never wins.
I'll also ask: is anyone gonna? Because I know this was a conversation between, but the whole, show up for the thing. Is anyone gonna let Aurora know about that?
Yeah, but the mom and dad and the whole thing. Because right now she's dancing with Eden and probably doesn't know about this.
Yeah, they only start staring at your ass for a couple minutes, and they're like, fuck, Hero, and they're gonna run off as they pass. As they pass Aurora and Eden, they're gonna hop into the dance real quick. It's hey, just so you know, Sarnar's parents are gonna be here in 5 to 10, however long. Shit's gonna get weird, so just be prepared for that.
That's really noted.
All right.
Peace.
So really fast. Now we're starting to get everyone splitting up. Sarnai, let me know what you're gonna be going to the Cheliax fair part, right? Okay. Cool. So we're gonna put that there. We are going to start off with the Aurora and Eden dance competition, the couples division. So let's do this in a best of 3 sort of competition.
All right.
The first couple you are going up against are 2 unnamed NPCs that are adorable and dressed alike, and they are going to try and outdance you. Performance checks, and go ahead and roll. Highest roll wins, of course.
Yeah. That's fucked. I am going to hero point that because I have 3 hero points for once.
Yeah.
I could frivolously spend them.
Get crazy with it.
It's much better. It's a 27. It's not great, but it's better than it was. Better than a 2.
It's A-okay. You beat this couple in the first round. Why don't you tell me what it's like as you're trying to dance? They are doing a really cute job. They're having more fun, but they're not really competitive. So what do you do to kind of win the round?
I think Aurora is slowly discovering a slightly competitive streak. Just over the time, I've just been no, I actually do kind of want to win. And please show off and lean more into the stuff that I learned in Melee's class.
Okay. So yeah, you start kind of taking that whole year's worth of knowledge so far, and you start finding ways to creatively use it. And yeah, you blow the first couple out of the water. Not a hard competition. Next up, you see two members of the Chiliacs Recovery Club. You see Parrish Wilmanax, and another female warrior. They're kind of already in their very, very nice formal dancing postures. What they make up for lack of style, they have in poise and grace. So this one is gonna be a little tougher. What are you gonna do?
I am going to tap into what I learned from Taldor, and also be very, very as formal as I can be for being just a little drunk. It's a little sloppy, but try to lean into the more formality. Whereas maybe the first dance was a little bit more, leaned into like what you learn at like melee, so it's maybe a little bit more free form. This one's more of like a classic waltz or something like that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that performance check. If since you are a little drunk, you can have the +4. I believe that's one of the things you can do when you're drunk on certain things. You get a +4 to charisma, but like minus something to wisdom or perception.
Probably, yeah. Aurora's really freaking competitive, apparently. My dice have chosen, because this is an 18 on the dice. For 30 with the +4 would be a 38.
You smoked it because they got a 19 on the die face, but their total was only a 30.
Yeah.
So you kicked their butts. Really close. Now, last but not least, it's time for the final challenge. Coming from the back, doing kind of a splits into a spider crawl and then slowly arcing themselves forward, you see a sort of like Wendy Adams meets like a Hot Topic goth with like kind of a combination of a clown getup and
yes, I remember her.
Like a Victorian. Yeah. You see Velrina, who has let her hair grow out. She's no longer dyeing it. So you see this kind of beautiful, like salt and pepper, long gray, silvery color. And her dance partner is Cooney Marmer. Ooh. Putting the music on auto shuffle. This is going to be hard mode, as they have been dance partners for a long time. Just friends, but really good dance partners. So I'm going to pose a penalty.
Okay.
You're going to lose the -4.
Okay.
And you have a -2 penalty. At this point, it's going to get dangerous because I want this to be a roll off 3 to see who wins the championship. It'll be a -2. Don't worry, they rolled bad out the gate.
Oh god, I was like, can I have a spell that I could use?
You can use magic. They're certainly using magic. They're two bards.
I used I was looking at Cloak of Colors.
Okay.
To like just enhance and almost have this trail of colors of like from my outfit and her outfit sort of follow and move with us.
Okay.
Mm. 26.
26. It's a 6? That's a 6. That is going to win the first round of this final competition. As you do that, you see they are trying, some cantrips to enhance their performance, and seeing that you're killing it, they're like, I think we need to push up the competition a bit. So then, as they start going the second round, they start casting Phantom Crowd to start cheering them on and making them seem like what they're doing is a bigger deal than it really is. Of course, they're extremely talented, but that's going to be in their favor, giving them advantage on this roll. That's really good, and that's awful. So we're going to go with the first one. All right. They have their number. Time for you to go.
I will cast a mirror image
Ooh.
To suddenly, it is like there are multiple of us all dancing in sequence.
Hell yes.
I'm gonna hero point that. Okay, that's only gonna be a 24 for me. Unfortunately, dice are not with it.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today. Well, you do your best, but unfortunately, the crowd is really feeding into it, and the judges are loving it. So, best of 3. The first round goes to you. The second round goes to Cooney Marmer and Valrina. Now it's a third and final round. This one determines who wins the dance competition. And of course, spellcasting is highly encouraged. So I'm looking over their spell list thinking, what would be a good one for them to do in this final moment?
Am I about to spend a bunch of spell slots because I have an idea? Yes.
Go for it. Do it. So what spell are you casting, and tell me the tale of your dance?
Oh god, I have a few spells actually in sequence. Do sort of a waltz, and do like a thing where you spin and then you let go and let the other person spin, and then use gravitational pull to pull them back to me, and then from there end with a dip, and at the end of the dip cast ignite fireworks.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, no penalties. +4. Make that performance check. That's way too good.
Okay, that's good. That's a good roll on the dice. So it'll be a 36.
36. That's hard to beat. Now, they're kind of seeing what you're doing, and they think maybe we can one-up that. So they both start kind of taking turns twirling each other. From there, they release, they spin away. Cooney Marmer proceeds to do chromatic armor and just becomes a living disco ball of lights and colors while he is just singing as loud and hard as he can. Valrina stops slowly in her tracks, and then casts a reverse step and starts moonwalking in midair like Michael Jackson himself. I'm going to try and give him a +4. I don't think they can beat you, but let's see. Oh, God. Okay. Oof, this is a really good roll. You said yours was 36?
36.
Oh, my God. I feel like such an asshole. What was the die face?
I got a 16 on the die.
Okay. They got a 19 on the die face for a total of 37.
Oh, it's so close though. That's what makes it good though. We just barely. It feels okay losing by 1.
Honestly, yeah, I'll take that.
If it had been like they rolled a 45, I'd be like, oh,
well, why did I even come here? But what? A matter of 1?
Yeah.
Shit. So they award the first place trophy to Cooney Marmer and Valrina, and they give both you and Eden a massive hug as you get the second place trophy. And everyone kind of applauds for the top 3 dancers. And Eden looks at the trophy and she says, it's funny. I never thought I'd be so happy to get second place. This is the best night of my life.
Yeah. It's very, very good.
So as you win the second place trophy, Cooney Marmer kind of snaps his fingers. His clothes completely change back to his DJ set clothes. He goes behind the booth and starts doing his thing again. Valrina does this really cute kind of wry smile, and then kind of torches herself like a corpse, and then just starts shuffling off.
Cute but horrifying.
That's her entire bit. She is cute and horrifying. So with that, we're going to go on our 10-minute break. When we come back, we're going to see what Sarnai, Garita, and Hero are getting up to. while the hot dance couple celebrates their hard-earned second place trophy. See you in 10 minutes, everyone.
Strong.
Well, at least it wasn't the One Piece. Hey, everyone, welcome back to Wayward Arcadium, part 2 of episode 15. For those who are just joining us or tuning in, Aubrey/Aurora and her partner Eden just got second place in the school's dance competition, but they only lost by 1 point to like the most epic dancers in the entire school. So, you know, hey, it's a good damn showing. But that being said,
we're not like professional dancers or anything.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you held your own with two very powerful bards, like, that says a lot. All right, so we're going to be turning things over to Hiro, as after they take an alcoholic beverage, a painkiller, and what they've told me is an upper, they're going to go to the wrestling competition, which is probably dangerous. And following, I believe, shortly after them is Greta, correct? Greta, you said you were going to be chasing after Hiro? All right. So you run outside and go to the back of the school campus. For those of you who remember season 1, this is where you saw all the weird, like, demons running around the back lot, and I think somewhere where you had like a midnight fight with Melee forever ago. But around here, you see there's a long stretch of hay and wood for the jousting competition, and you see there's a makeshift pit for the wrestling, which they have gone and put pads and mud in, so people are having a great time getting very, very dirty and getting very muddy and then giving each other high fives after the match is over. The wrestling is being watched after by teachers Morel and Ichi, as well as Rizak Pimpleback, who seems to be a different energy is being sported in this battle toad. So let's go from there. Hiro, you run up to the wrestling arena. You see there's currently a match going on between two students laughing as their clothes are just getting ruined by the mud. What do you do? You're muted, my friend.
We can't hear you. You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted, babe.
Oh my god, not all of you guys. Okay.
That's just how much you want to hear you talk.
Oh gosh,
You missed
thank
your
you.
voice.
So Hiro, looking at what's happening, is just like, I want what they're having, and he walks his way, because you said he has like a lot of charisma and energy for like at least the next hour or so. With a surprisingly like straight line and swagger, he like walks up to the judges, I don't know, the ones that watch over it, and are just like, I want to sign up for getting dirty, I mean wet, that. And he points at the students.
So one of the refs is one of the teachers for dueling club. So you see this, large, strong man with a beard on and like kind of these big scars going across his head. He looks at you and he goes, "All right, so you want to get in the ring and do a competition? Of course, yeah. All right. Do you have a person you wish to challenge?"
Is there anybody that Hiro recognizes there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You see like muddy and looking kind of pleased himself. You see Lannis kind of around the ring, just kind of tired but watching people and cheering them on and having a drink. You see a handful of other students. I'm trying to think of who else might be here. Parrish at this point would be done and catching up with Lanny and watching the matches, as well as everyone from Dueling Club. Tornar Iron Arm, Dolly is there, everyone.
Okay, well, I think Hiro will look through the crowd, and then zero in on Lannister, and consider it for a moment. And he's like, yeah, I can see him wet on top of me. That one. And he points at Lannister.
You point to Lannis? All right. So Lannis Coronald, you challenge Lannis. Lannis just goes, "Me?"
Yeah.
All right. He kind of puts his drink down, kind of stretches a bit, gets loose. You see him kind of take off like what was left of his shirt, hands it, that just kind of throws it in Parrish's face and just leaps in the mud and kind of already gets down on one knee and just offers you to get close.
Hero sees all of that and he's just like, I think I want to change. Can I change? No, I can't change my opponent. Fuck. And he slowly, but still quite elegantly, disrobes, folding his things to put them somewhere safe. I'm not sure if Grida by this point is already there or not. I know that you wanted to come after.
Yeah, I imagine this is about where I come in. It's like, oh hell yeah, my boyfriend. Oh shit. Yay.
And
fuck.
And Hero like folds the clothes and just looks up at Grida like deadpan and just like, Sarnai would be so angry if they got dirty. And he then turns around and once he's in the ring, takes off his undershirt and like goes down on one knee and is just like, all right.
Now you have to choose between 3 different people for your judge. Do you want Morel? Do you want the dwarven barbarian Ichi? Or do you want Rizak, Pimpleback, to be your judge? Which one do you want?
I feel like I'll just go with Pimpleback. Let's see what his weird energy is all about.
Okay. All right. So
I feel like that was the absolute wrong decision to make.
So you get
right
ready.
Decision.
Yes, you get ready for the match, and then suddenly, hopping into the arena, you see Rizak Pimpleback.
Rizak Pimpleback.
That was the green thing that we saw. Oh my god. I had a feeling that's what it was. I didn't know it was a whole fucking well, there he is, you know?
Okay, now here are the rules for the wrestling match. These will be only athletic checks or acrobatics checks allowed. If you want to roll anything else, I am sorry, but that is a no-go from me. Let's see, what else is a thing you have to... choking holds are allowed, but no eye gouging or fish hooking or any form of below-the-belt trauma. You can tap out or black out. That is your choice. The mud is here for a challenge. Please have fun in the mud. And if there are any other questions, raise your hand. And I, Rizak Pimpleback, will be your referee for this match. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice. And Hero, is it already starting or?
No, this is your opportunity to ask the ref a question about your match to come. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No questions.
Okay. All right. Well then, please, both of you start in a neutral position, which means on one knee with both arms out. And from there, we will continue with the wrestling match. Mm-hmm. All right. Hi-ho, and go.
Hero, as like right as the go basically hits, we'll say we'll look, sorry, I need to compose myself. I need to channel Hero. We'll look at Lanny and just be like, you do look very chokeable. And we'll kind of launch himself at him. And I will I don't know anything about really combat fighting, so I will just describe what I mean. But he will do that thing that Bucky did to Steve, where he tries to put him in a chokehold while spinning around him to get to the back of him. Does that make sense?
I think so. So basically,
okay, sweet.
You kind of want to swing around, so you're choking him from the back.
Yes,
while,
yes.
Go ahead and give me. I'll call that. Well, I'll call that acrobatics,
right?
Yeah,
okay.
I'll call that acrobatics. Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Oof. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. 36.
36. So as you do this, he was going to try and basically fake high, shoot low, and just take you right into the mud. As he reaches out his arm to fake high and starts to grope low to get the back of your knee, you're already up and around. And he's realizing the minute that was a mistake because you're now starting to choke him. And you're in, and I hate to say this, but this is the terminology in fighting, a dominant position. So
who's the bottom now, Britta? Who's the bottom now?
I didn't know Lannis was in the running.
He's sitting like, oh, I'm not, what? So with that, have him in a chokehold. You can continue to make an athletics check to continue to apply pressure and tap him out, or you can try to change it up from here and put him in a different position.
I think Hero will try to switch positions by pressing Lanny face first into the mud and then basically like sitting on him by having his arms restrained like out and then his knees on his upper arms, I guess, to keep them down. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Give me an athletics check for that.
Does it have to be an athletics check?
Yeah, at this point, you're not using speed. You're using pure leverage.
Are we sure, PJ?
I'm sure.
All right. Oh, God. Please, I can't. This would be so embarrassing. Okay.
Do you have hero point?
I do still have my hero point because I got really fucked up from that drug combination. Oh! But I don't need it.
What's your total?
I got a nat 20.
So you can feel Lannis is starting to adjust his entire body posture, so he can basically drop his center weight, grab your arm, turn to the inside of your body, and he's about to kind of take you over. The minute he drops his weight, he's about to turn. You basically let his momentum go, catch him, and then after that, use his awkward center of balance, shove him face first into the mud, and you are now on the what they call the rear mount, as he is in the mud. He is biting very hard.
Okay, Hero will lean down and I'll whisper, God, you can just beg me to stop if you wanted to.
You see, getting right in his face. Would you like to submit? Are you going to submit? Lanny, don't need to be a hero. You can submit right now. You can go. It's okay.
Yeah, submit to me.
Hold on. Yeah, no, of course. As you say that to him, you just see this light start to shine in his eyes. This is kind of odd, bright light. And he just goes, never surrender, never submit. And you can see his body starts to enter a rage.
Now, babe, whatever you do, don't use the submission line. He hates that.
And Hero looks down at how he has Lannister and like looks up and turns to Grida and is just like, so about that, I think it's a little bit too late for that now, babe. And he looks down and he's just like, oh, fuck. Pegged you for a pillow princess and not a brat. And
And whatever you do, don't call him a brat.
Okay, you need to stop advising me to do things. And he, even though is Lannister doing anything besides going into a rage? Like, is he like fighting somehow to get out? Does he?
Yes, you can tell he's trying to turn the situation into his favor.
Okay.
Because if he wins this, he has a chance to finish it. But you also have a chance to finish it right now. So what do you do?
I think Hero will try to quickly, from like having him press face first again, like into the mud, to turning him around so they're basically facing each other, but the same position with his one, like, how do I want to describe it? Oh, one hand around his bicep, but like claws extended almost like as a warning, into the flesh without like breaking skin just yet, and the other one is pressed to his throat or like jaw-ish area, like here.
It's like here and here kind of situations.
Yeah, like pressing him down.
Okay. All right, give me an athletics check as you're now trying to overpower Lanny in a rage.
So you know how I had a nat 20? I feel I'm gonna use that hero point, Monsieur. Gonna do that one real fast. And then that is a 24.
24.
Yes.
Lanny's raging now.
Oh no.
He rolled 18 on the die face.
Oh.
Total of 35.
God fuck. Okay.
As you try to grab him, he basically steps back with both hands, knocks yours down, like charges at you, puts one throat here up, and then puts his foot behind you with all of his weight, throws you up into a chokehold, and just drops you right into
the mud.
I knocked everything down.
No.
He chokeslams you right into the mud with one hand. And as he does that with his knee, he puts it on your shoulder. And his other hand, he clamps down one of your arms. And he looks to you and he says, "Now yield to me." And this is your last chance. You can either make a diplomacy check or an athletics check. Right now, it's 2-1. Technically, you're winning. What do you do?
I just want to say that me, the player fee, is kind of like the scene is kind of nice, you know? Like, I feel like AO3 should hear about this scene. I think this is a really, really nice start.
It's about what you wanted. It's about what you expected.
Someone's gotta write Wayward Arcadium fanfic, and if you write Wayward Arcadium fanfic, tag us. We want to see it.
Please do. Please tag it. I'll read it out loud during the Q&A. Write all the smut you want. I'll read it during the Q&A. Who cares?
Please. And then if you can just include the choke. Wow. And yes, do that. I would love to see that. Thanks. Okay. So diplomacy or athletics, right?
Mm-hmm. Or if you want to do a third thing, your choice. Just know that you are being pinned by a very angry Lanny.
Could I try to... Because you mentioned acrobatics, could I try to have Hero wiggle, slip acrobatically out to then turn the tides by maybe like pushing Lanny from the back?
Absolutely, you can use an acrobatics check to squeeze out. So go ahead and make an acrobatics check. He's going to try one more athletics check to try and finish it for you.
Okay.
Wait. It's cocked. Where's it going?
Where is it going?
It's not looking good for you already.
I trust it though. Oh my god. 34.
34. All right. So. Okay. 36.
God damn it.
Damn it.
Oh, fuck.
19 on the die phase plus his athletics plus his raging grappler. So you.
Oh, that was it. It was the rage. God, because I also had 19 on the die.
Yeah, it was the deal breaker. You start trying to slip out, and to your credit, you actually get out of his grasp. But the minute you do, the minute you start to get up, you feel a very strong force grab you from the back and just throw you into the mud. And bam, you feel his boot just kind of on your chest. And he leans down and he starts going, "Count me, frog." And then, as you're sitting there in the mud on your back, you hear 1, 2, 3. Winner by dominant position and pin goes to Lanny again. And Hero doing a really good showing. I think we all should give him a round of applause for trying. I think he did a really good job. Mm-hmm.
You both did wonderful. I'm so proud of both of you. Yay, way to go. Yay.
Hero looks up, obviously with mud all over him, still being pinned down by Lannister, right at Grida, and it's just like, this better not have unlocked some kind of weird kink in you, Grida. And he like tries to push up against the wood and he's like, "Oh, okay, I get it. You can let me up now."
So as you get up, you hear Lanny just going, "Hi, sir. Did pretty good out there, huh?" And then a voice just says, "You have done very, very good. I'm also impressed with the boy. Hero, you look and see Sarnai's dad watching the wrestling. He's wearing this like really beautiful, super deep plunge purple tunic top with a long vest that kind of comes into a sash tabard in the center of his legs. He's really nice black pants and matching black sleeveless kind of like shawl coat. He's got his black leather gloves. He has a sword still on his hip and like a lot of gold chains from like a gorget down to like a deep chain. His hair's up like in a ponytail man bun, and he looks at you. Boy, you've done quite well today, have you?
His name is Linus, sir.
Oh, I was talking to the one that's going to marry my son.
Oh, Hero, actually, not boy.
Hi, oh God, Daddy, yeah, I sure did do well, and Hero tries to like get some mud off of him.
And I'm
no.
prestidigitating him clean.
The mud stays. When you fight, you must wear your wool constantly. You're doing a good job of it. Lannis. Adequate. We'll be in touch. Now, if anyone can, where's my son and daughter?
I can show you the way. And Hero's still slightly confused whether or not he got a compliment from Sarnai's father or not, turns around and for a moment like considers wiping away more blood, and he's just like, oh no. And then he doesn't, realizing too late that now that he's showing Sarnai's father where to go, he cannot wipe them up off of him and has to enter the ballroom and see his boyfriend covered half naked in mud. And gathers up his clothes, sighs, and then goes to wiggle his way towards the ball.
As you lead your way, Kalman stops and looks at Greta and says, "You're the Metamor, is that correct?"
I have a name. We've met 3 times now. Elmond.
Yes.
Come on.
It is.
Elmond!
Starts with a G.
Greta D. Stone Basin. I believe the D is for determination still, yes?
See, so why do you pretend like you don't care? I know we like each other.
Yes. I want to make sure I have the correct name in mind. I would hate to be rude and call someone else my son's Metamor's name.
That makes sense. Sorry, coming off a bit bitey. It's been a stressful day.
I understand. It's been a rough one.
You doing good?
I've been better.
Yeah,
I must
absolutely.
fight my wife to the death at some point, so tensions are palpable.
Yeah, I don't imagine is going to be. Yeah, good luck with that. Like, I'd offer to help, but also that woman is one of the few things on this earth that can actually scare me. So that's on you.
With that, we're going to cut to Sarnai. Now out by I believe the Cheliax Culture Festival, correct?
Yeah, I want to let you know that entire exchange actually made me do a spit take. And so I had to dunk my head away as far as possible, but I think half of it is caught here. My tea is undrinkable now.
Kalman, why are you trying to play me? We love each other. You the homie, Kalman. Why are you trying to play me like this?
Me too.
Know what it is.
I'm at the fair for sure. Probably helping hand out flyers that were totally made by Vinny. And they probably say something like along the lines of, like Cheliax Culture Fair, and the subtitle or subtext is "We don't owe you shit," because it's a cultural exchange fair meant to help better educate y'all. So if you have questions, this is literally the best time to ask and get all your fucking biases out. And then afterwards, it's kind of up to you. Like, that is the whole purpose of this. It's also kind of like an invitation to make your own as well. Like, it's like Cheliax is very the students here are very interested in knowing more about your culture. And so maybe when we're done, you can throw something. It's all on the flyer. This flyer is not actually a flyer. It's more of an informative piece of paper. Like
So a flyer.
No one understood what a flyer was. But we knew that it was pretty. So this is really, really nice looking. You know, some of these students here have taken up like penmanship and like illustration as well. It looks really, really nice. Yeah, like super, super nice. The intent was flyers.
They got
Instead,
essays.
you basically got a
pamphlet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really fast, just to make sure, because I want to not hinder too much. Aurora, with your dance competition being done, where would you feel you go? Would you join the Chillax Festival, or would you rather go somewhere?
I think we would head out there, you know, be like, oh, you know, let's get out of the ballroom, yeah, fresh air, you know, check out the festival, things like that, sober up just a little bit before continuing the party later.
Sure. So you go out to the Chillax Festival as Aki described it, and you see Sarnai in their state. Sarnai, you are met by Vinny, Venetrix, who comes to you and says, "Hi, brother. Listen. So, something fun has happened.
Yes.
Mummy's here. She got here a bit early, and she's had a few demon blood cocktails.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The good thing is that she's telling everyone what they can do with their feelings about Shellyax loudly.
I see. Yes. Ha 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 ha. I don't think they don't know that she isn't from Shellyax.
No, but she has strong opinions all the same, brother.
Yeah, she does. It's okay. Basically, I would like the student body to not be xenophobic, but my mom is a whole other issue.
Hey.
So yeah, Aurora, you're seeing Vinny and Sarnai having this very like kind of conversation out in the quad where the festival is.
Of course, it's in the quad.
Of course, it's in the quad.
It's an octagon.
So yeah, I guess the question is, what are you two gonna do as you see your mother? I want to call her Ezzy for short. Is just like 7 foot tall, stomping around, and she is like doing like javelin tosses at like wooden cutouts of things, and she is just on one.
Well, the first thing I do is I inform Vinny of my master plan because I totally did not get the chance to tell her.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, that's fine. I deserve that. Mm. 25.
25. 1 second. I need to check my cheat sheet. Okay. You say that, and she goes, "You did what? What? No, they're not exactly the type that goes back on their word. Mommy and Daddy, they're gonna. Mom's already half drunk and ready to kill a Chillaxian. Dad is the last Chillaxian she should ever talk to. They could murder each other. Now, here."
That's low-key the intention. I have a few words. I have a plan. And that plan could end in a funeral, but don't worry, I found one that does half price during this season. 2, it really is the only way to catch them off guard. They only listen to me when they're caught off guard, which is a whole other issue. This family could benefit from therapy.
She just kind of sighs. You can see she's doing whatever you feel is the giveaway that she is stressed, whether it's a twitching eye or a fidget, but you can see she's stressed. She goes, "Okay, your big brother, I will listen to you. But I'm really nervous. I just want that on the record. Also, I'm rooting for Mom." And she goes running off to try and stop, Esmeralda from doing something.
That's hilarious because that's not even her mom. Like,
That's right.
blood-wise.
That's right.
not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
her
yeah.
mom. That's hilarious. What the fuck? What kind of beef does she have with that?
Hey,
Hey,
father,
siblings.
daddy issues.
Maybe it's just this seems to be the safer bet.
That's true. That's a lot.
Yeah,
Mom's
I
a lot.
imagine around that time Aurora and Eden show up and she's like, "Oh, things are happening."
Things are happening. Yes. Did you win your shake off?
Dance competition. We got second place. I hold up the trophy.
Oh, nice! Congratulations.
Yeah, we're defeated by Cooney Marmor and the scary mime lady.
Incredibly typical. They are masterful bards.
Yeah,
And
very
it's
good.
Cooney fucking Marmor. I don't know.
I mean, we lost only by like a couple of points, so I feel pretty good about it.
That's pretty good, actually. Has something to work towards next time.
Yes.
Defeat them into the mud, crush them like ants underneath your heel. Here's a fan flip.
Oh,
All right. So, really fast, before things probably kick off into the crazy, I just want to check in and see what's the one thing you two would like to do at the festival? Or do you want to prepare yourself for what you know, Aki, what Sarnai knows to be the inevitable?
I think one tame shot for good measure.
Okay.
And I specifically want to go. So I kind of bullshitted this one of that one stand that basically has random vulgarities as merch. But like that would be so funny because I think a rebellious Chilaxian teen would totally do that. And so that is the stand I want to go to because I want to get Hero probably a sticker and Grita like a patch or a button. And I actually have ideas of what they could say. Grita would get something like one second. Sorry. There it is. Thou son of a perverse rebellious woman.
Yeah, that tracks.
I love that. I love that so much.
And on like a button or something or a patch. just something. It'd be really funny. And Hero would get a sticker that says leave space for Iomade.
Space for Iomade.
Yes. On a ruler like that. Right. It's enough space for Iomade.
I love it.
Written on it.
What I love about that is that I see that so clearly. Like that is so real. Like I'm seeing the pin is like some sort of bone pin that's been leavenly polished and it's edged with like a nice knife and filigree, and the pin in the back is like this beautiful, like hard worked iron pin, and the make room for Iomade is like in really big Gothic letters, just scrolling across it. Absolutely, mark those on your character sheet. You got those now.
Yay.
And you start banging back a few shots to prepare yourself. Give me a fortitude save, Sarnai.
I want to try Chilaxian food.
Okay.
Get
28.
28. Okay, cool. You're not quite drunk, but you're definitely kind of a little warm. The stress is starting to kind of fade. Pretty good. You're focused. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Sarnai, but I'm vibing at least one of the items that you could eat for food is like a sort of spiced meat pie, like a flaky, like heavy, doughy crust, and on the inside's like a lot of different mashed meats, veggies, a gravy, and a very strong spice. Probably borrowed or taken from someplace else, but grown now locally after thousands of years in Cheliax.
Yeah,
Cheliax pot
probably.
pie.
That sounds
Shot
really
pie.
cute.
That makes me really hungry
Oh,
in real life too.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah,
Meat
like
pie
a
is
little,
so
like
good.
a pot pie would be really cute. I think what would be super funny because they're like a military based
Kinda,
country.
yeah.
And I think it'd be super, super duper fun if they were into buns specifically. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to Chinese pastry place, but they have something called, like, they'll call it a sausage bun or hot dog bun or whatever. There's very many variations of it, but it's literally a motherfucking hot dog baked into the bun, right? And it's like, it's perfect. Some places will go like all out. They'll turn the bun into more like garlic bread or something like that as well. And essentially you can have a very like a tiny, like a nice, it's a good snack. It's a little bit more than a snack, but a little less than a meal. There's so many different variations of it, of them and whatnot. And what you can put in the bun and what you can put on top of the bun. And it's just very like, it's very school culture, honestly. But what is a school if not a fucking military institute? So
Yeah.
I think
you're not wrong.
There's totally a bunch of bun stands, and it's like just you can grab a couple for like $5, you know, like 5 gold, whatever. Not gold. Gold's
5 silver.
Yeah,
a couple silver, amazing, delicious, but also efficient and mobile foods are for your perusal.
I get Eden to mostly describe it. I kind of eat it and like I kind of taste something, and it was like, okay, Eden, like really, what do you taste?
And she's just like, oh, this reminds me of my family's dwarven cooking. A little less on the flavor palette, but everything else is there. I would love to just pound these while I'm working, so I don't have to leave my workshop ever. I could just she's loving it.
Duly noted.
I know
right.
Cheliax has like really, really spicy things too. So it'd be really funny if they're like, what's your spice? How efficient are you?
Yeah. It's like, how well do you handle your capsaicin? So
Military grade is the strongest spice, and it's
military grade capsaicin levels.
Everybody gets 1 breath weapon attack. Fire only.
This is the introduction Scovillian levels. This is the second Scovillian levels. This Scovillian record is you have to be at least a captain to be able to eat this. So as the time progresses, eventually, Hiro, Britta come around the corner, and why don't you two, starting with Hiro and then going to Britta, tell me what your Metamor and your friend see as you come to the Chiliax, eventually being led to by different people to dance, to the Chiliax festival out front.
They will see a mud-covered hero. I think at the tail end of his high. I think an hour and a half have probably passed, or at least an hour. So at the tail end of his high, he's clutching his robes, and he looks kind of out of it, but not. And he looks back at Britta, and then to Saranai, and then not sure how he should tell them that the father is in the back. He just does like a big bow, and it's just like, what? Why the fuck did I? Anyway, Saranai, your dad is here, Your Majesty. And then he just like walks away, very confused about his own gestures. Or well, to the side, not like away, but like out of the way.
You literally get a, oh dear, did you get into a scrap, my dad? Hi, Dad.
He kind of walks up, looks to you. Hello, Aurora, my son. How are you doing this evening? Thank you for showing the world what we Chilaxians are about.
Could be doing better. Lots of stuff have happened. Haven't had the chance to inform anyone really of it. Now that I realize that we're in the Forge, there's probably a much better place to meet. Well, if you would just come with me ominously over here, so I may inform you of my education.
And as you go, I'll just be like, I'll message you quietly. You got this, and give you guidance.
Right. So, just to clarify, you're pulling them to be alone, or are you pulling them somewhere strategically?
Alone and strategically.
Okay.
Yeah, if I can have both, and then like I feel like I don't know, I technically have to go and get Vinny as well. Maybe I'll try to wave her down while I have my dad walking forward. I'll just be like, march over there and don't look back. You know?
All right. So you start moving to your position where you can execute your plan. Vinny is doing a great job being the face of Cheliax right now. She is selling everyone on the fact that like, hey, we don't owe you shit, but also we're kind of cool if you take, one-on-one, blah, blah, blah. She does not see you. Who does see you with a critical 20 is Mommy Dearest. And she makes a beeline for you both.
Shit. All right, time to do something I probably would never get away with. And I probably have to make a roll for. I'ma just push my dad into the bushes.
Oh, you need to make an athletics check to do that. Absolutely.
This is just so that way my mom has a longer stride, because that's a big woman. Okay, it probably takes 3 steps to get to us.
She's got those Demestru steps, you know what I mean?
Hey Greta, well that is happening here. She's like, hey Greta, did you ever like think about how with Sara and I, we both have a MILF and a DILF? Because I sure have.
Wait, hang on. To clarify, are you asking whether or not I think both Sara and I and Sara and I's mom and dad are fuckable?
All 3 of them, but mostly the parents.
Yeah, I try not to think about it too much, but yeah, a little.
Yeah.
So what's the athletics check?
Well, right now I used a hero point because I rolled a 5 on that. And there's no way in fucking hell. However, with the hero point, I roll a 19 on the die and get a 32.
32. Yeah. You get a solid shove on your dad. It's all panic, and he just goes and vanishes behind some of the topiary in the quad. But I need to know, what weapon does your mother use?
I wouldn't put it past her to do bare fucking fist, honestly. But I feel like she could use a lot of things. Actually,
It's terrifying.
I am unsure of her class.
Fair enough.
Like in terms of like that. I know she's got the martial training for sure. She is definitely if she can take on Callan, then she has to be like pretty fucking powerful. I'm unaware of her class.
I like to think she uses a flail, but in the same way that you use your rope dart. So it's just your rope dart, but bigger and more of a fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
So she starts walking forward, and you can see her kind of loosening up a little bit, kind of does the whole like shaking out the arms. She reaches behind her, pulls out 2 major flails that just slam into the ground and break the foundation a bit, and then wraps them on her shoulders and kind of gently glides down the chains a bit. Your mother is a ranger of the flurry persuasion, and everything she holds in one hand is considered a light weapon. If she hauls off, she is a tornado of death and chains.
Okay, cool. So I go, well, all of the gods protect me. Push my dad into bushes, see my mom do that, and then wave her off like a fucking Chris Pratt in a goddamn dinosaur movie. Just, okay, mommy, 1 second.
Okay.
No.
So
Mom, please.
Oh my god. Okay, so as you shove your tiefling champion Hell Knight father into the bushes, and here comes your like level god knows what, level 20 ranger mother, who's just pissed at you with these 2 flails. She doesn't see that Kalman is no longer around, but you can tell she's incensed, and she's just, All right, son. Mommy's had a wonderful evening. Where's your father? He was just here.
Yes, I invited you both here because I have a thing and we must speak with of the utmost urgency, and I would like to do it out of sight where you can both not embarrass me again.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Remember, you still have guidance. I don't think you
I still have guidance. You're right. I didn't use it last time.
Hmm.
Guidance is just like a +1, right?
+1.
Oh my god. Okay. 30.
30. Okay. Okay. Your mother, who's on the warpath to kill your father, things I say out loud on the show, is down to walk away and discuss privately with you. What do you do?
To make sure she doesn't do anything weird, I go hold her hand and wait for my dad to get out of the bushes.
Okay. You go somewhere, I'm guessing away from everyone, out of sight, out of ear and everything. Yeah, so you go out of sight and earshot. You eventually hear this rustling sound.
I hope coming out of the bushes.
You get picked up and he just looks at you and goes, "Thank you for your service."
No problem. I'm pretty sure they just saved your life.
Yeah. Well, and you can hear like the flick of the thumb, the drawing of like the bastard sword from his hip as it just hits the ground.
Come on, not yet. Come on, not yet.
Good son. Death before dishonor. And he just starts go stomping off to the direction where he sees his ex-wife and his son. And as he walks off, you can just kind of hear him say over his shoulder, "Lannis had a much more respect for the Codex, but I guess not everyone understands what it means to be a Hell Knight.
And not everyone expects what it means to be a father. My God, it's not your honor you're trying to defend, you fat." And they like cup their mouth at the last minute.
Hero watching this is just like, maybe that unlocked something weird inside of me, and then becomes violently ill because his high probably has worn off, and I don't know, hides behind a bush to puke.
Absolutely. So as you do that, we now cut back to Sarnai talking to her, his mother, Aurora. You're with Eden. I'm just curious, what are you doing now since the guidance has been used?
I'm hoping that Sarnai has it, giving them their space, because I definitely know, it's what I probably, if I was in the same situation, which I was, I would have wanted the space just to have that conversation.
Cool. All right. So then in the interest of time, Sarnai, it's your go. What do you do?
Get them both to where they are not gonna like smack each other up at the same time. And I guess the best way to do that is sort of stand in the middle and have to do like look between both of them while I kind of talk, essentially. And once things seem to have calmed somewhat down, I will just start. And I go, "So, I would assume you're both wondering why I brought you here. And to cut to the chase, it's so I can berate you both without any of your nonsense or surprises or your bickering or your snickering. And since you both only understand ultimatums, if you dare to interrupt me, I think I'll just cut you both out of my life right here and now. We can really fuck this up. Okay? Okay. I've tried my best for my entire life to make this family work. And I don't want something as ridiculous as you both getting back together because good God, that was the only good decision you both ever made. Aside from my sister and my stepmom, I love both those women very dearly. But everything else you both have fucked up, and you continue to fuck up so long as it's just the three of us. Like if it has to do with the three of us. And I know I've become a great source of unhappiness in both of your lives. But I just think I deserve some masterful recognition in my ability to clean up your messes and compromise to fit both of your needs. But here you are announcing that you plan on fighting to the death this summer in like it's some highly anticipated feature-length play. I've done literally everything. All I can do to make this easier on you both because I felt so fucking guilty. But now I hardly care anymore. I really don't fucking care anymore because I think I'm going to continue to be stuck cleaning up your messes regardless of what you both actually do. So here's another ultimatum. You either fight your fight here and now so I can get a head start on funeral season and the legalities of all of it. And then, of course, cut ties with whoever fucking lives forever because this is so stupid. Or you can cease this quarrel entirely. And just go home to your respective families so we can all get on with our lives. And I do mean it. Either kill each other now or just stop. Because either way, I don't know if I want either of you in my life right now. What I do know is that whoever survives this fight, I will not speak to again. And I'll keep my role or whatever as heir to both families, because I'm not about to let you both throw my sister and my stepmother into the ring unprepared. One, my stepmother can't own anything from your side because it's a weird bloodline thing. And two, Vinny's not prepared at fucking all because it's not like you taught us any of this. I figured it out on my own. So yeah, Go ahead. Go do it. We have space. Go. I can referee. Kill each other or stop. I hardly care anymore.
Your choice. Diplomacy or intimidation, or a third skill of your choice with proper reasoning.
No, I want intimidation. I want intimidation because I'm an expert in being intimidating.
Intimidate them.
Scare your parents.
They are my parents.
Scare them.
I'm wiggling shit in front of them. I just don't think I have anything for this type because technically I get bonuses, I think, to intimidating, but it doesn't. I don't think it counts in this, unless my mom counts as a devil.
I mean, I hate that. Yes and no at the same time. So does your father.
I feel like between them, they make up one whole devil.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I will give that bonus as a plus. Is it a +1 or a +2 against devils?
I'm pretty sure it's a +1.
You know what? I'm going to say no, because I feel like that's not entirely accurate or fair.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. No, I'm going to use my last hero point on that. Because that's very low.
Come on, knock you dice.
Yoga dice.
I've already guidance doesn't come back, right? Just double checking.
And I believe once you use it, it's done, but you have a minute to use
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay, then that's fine. That's 34.
34. Okay. So as you have this impassioned speech, your parents look at each other and they look at you and they look at each other again. Your dad lifts his sword high, thumbs the handguard, twirls it around, and slowly starts to put it in the scabbard on his hip, never taking his eye off his ex-wife. Your mother, the scat with the two flails, starts to kind of twirl him a bit, puts it under her arms, and then crosses her arms with the chains in her pits. Comment, you've been an asshole. Yes, and you're a bitch. Yes. But that's our problem. You're right. That's not our children's problem. They have other problems. They shouldn't have us as a problem. Son, I want you to know something. I know my job is to be your father, and that means to be cruel and hard so that you can be better than me. I know it's not my job to like you. But I do. I love you. Good show, boy. And he turns to your mom. Shall I call this a annulment? Your mother turns to you. Sonai, would you have us just go back to our distance? Maybe on special holidays we get together as a family. Is that what you want?
I don't actually know what I want right now because you both just don't work, and I have no idea how I don't even know if you can be civil in a room together because you weren't until I started threatening everybody. So I don't know what I want.
Absolutely fair, my son, my child. All right. Comment. I have one more hour and then I'll be leaving. At that, the rest of this party is yours for your leisure. Sarnai, thank you so much for your honesty. I respect it. And yes, annulment, we shall not be fighting to the death. That song coming from the dance hall sounds really good. I'll be dancing in there. Toodles. She then starts to storm off to the dance floor, and Kalman looks at you, takes a big hand, just kind of lays it on the top of your head. All right.
Fuck.
Adequate job, boy. And then he turns and walks away.
I'm taller than him.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely like he's reaching for it. It's not here. It's like, Pat, good giraffe, and then he just walks away.
Good boy.
Giraffe.
Clifford the Big Red Sun. Good for you. And with that, the fight to the death is averted. It was a very close call. The DC to beat was 30. Yeah, about 31, 30, depending on bonuses and things. But you got them. You got them good with a 34. Is that what remember the number was?
Yeah, I have a plus 17. I rolled a 17.
Yeah, it was going to take a master DC to talk these two down. And you beat that very well.
And you damn near critted it. Jesus.
Yeah. So with that being said, everyone, the night is still young. Let's fade this party out with one fun scene between 4 friends, 2 different relationships. What do you all want to do to close the night together?
I have an idea. If people will so allow. Hero, after puking his guts out and somewhat getting dressed again, asks his friends to come to a small part, maybe in the courtyard or somewhere like outside of the school that isn't as busy, under the night sky. I'm not sure where that would be. PJ, that's.
Say it again. You want to sit them somewhere outside?
Yes, outside under the night sky where like it isn't as busy, or like maybe not busy at all.
You know what? For the sake of just poetic full circleness, let's put you either at the Record Hall or the Orange Sonata, the host club. Where do you want to go?
I say the Record Hall.
Perfect. To the Record Hall, and he looks around at his friends and he's just like, and you know, guys, not good with words, but I feel like we deserve to celebrate, you know? And he summons Foxfire, kind of like, but more like in, you know, like the Japanese summer beach crackler kind of way. And has that like sprinkling all around them. And he, with a big grin, turns to everybody and is like, here's to us and surviving again and again and again.
And again
And again.
And again. And again.
Yes, that. Thank you, Rita. And has the foxfire fire like dancing around them in aesthetically pleasing Pinterest kind of ways.
Aurora, what do you want to do in this time?
Enjoy the moment. It's been a very hard year. A lot has happened. A lot happened for its span of time. And we're all back together. Everybody, including Pebble.
Yeah.
Rita, what do you want to do in this moment together?
In this moment, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I have everything. In this moment, Rita looks at everyone. That was a surprisingly stressful day, but I'm glad that we all made it through this without another world-ending event, or, at the very least having to pull the guts out of trying to virus. So, I don't really talk about this a lot, but last year when we did this was like sort of the first time I had like an outing with a group of friends. So thank you, and I've got us like little tokens to remember this by, like our first little anniversary of us like being grouped and going on a group day. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. Here's some stuff that made me think of you guys. And for you, Hero, I got you the Thousand Blade Thesis, which is a pretty sweet magic item that I think will help you in your studies become more warrior-like. For Saranai, I got the Shadow Signet. Instead of having a known signet ring, it simply says TBG, Tishma Basin Gane. And for what was it? And for Aurora, I got the Choker of Elocution. You're going to be learning a lot about your new lores and your new abilities as a vampire, but every vampire can speak real nice, and can speak at least 50 different languages. So I figured this can help you start.
Yeah, sure.
Right,
also, you need a choker.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's part of the uniform when you're a vampire. You
Yeah.
have to have sexy gothic neckwear.
Gotta protect my own neck.
Exactly.
Protect your neck, son. Protect your neck.
Oh, now I gotta listen to Wu-Tang after this. Well, I guess last but not least, let's close on the final moment. Sarnai, you have not only survived planning the Cheliax Culture Festival, which is doing very, very well, but you also survived confronting your mother and father and stopping them from getting into a duel to the death. So what do you want to do as we end the night, listening to music outside, exchanging gifts? What does Sarnai do?
One, or I didn't get you anything because I didn't think you wanted anything from the Volgastan. But I did get a sticker for you, Hero, and a little patch for you, Greta.
Oh, I love patches.
I think you both will enjoy them because in the best way possible, they are Volga like you both. It's great. Very refreshing. Speaking of refreshing, there is one thing I really, really wanted to do, and I am at a peak level of overwhelmed. So this is the only time I think I'll do it. I'm gonna look for a punch bowl and just dump it on myself. And that's it.
Yep.
I just go, it's sticky.
Propose a toast to friendships.
Well, with toasts and sticky Sarnais dancing the whole night through, the music fades as the moon goes to bed and the night is done. The dance party and the Cheliax Festival is a huge success. Every hero deserves a good time to rest and a good time to party, and that's what you all get tonight. Tomorrow's going to be another day at school. Tomorrow's going to be another adventure, but right now, just fade on you all. Having a good night. And this is where we're going to end episode 15 of Wayward Arcadium Season 2.
Hey.
Yeah. So with that, let's say our good nights and our goodbyes, starting with Aubrey. Aubrey, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, everybody. You can find me on the internet pretty much everywhere at Mad Queen Cosplay. I'm usually found as the GM of Goblets and Gaze, which first episode of season 4 just dropped on our Patreon today and drops for everybody else on Wednesday. So go check that out. It's been 2 years in the making, essentially. And it's going good so far. You check out Onigami, bring your own mech, the stuff I'm doing with Ballad of 7 Dice, and all really cool stuff that is to come in Queen's Court Games. So yeah, that is all my stuff.
Awesome. Well, next up, we got Faith. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hi guys, my name is Faith. You can find me under Finneman almost everywhere. And yeah, we can hang out and just talk, and that's it. My brain is very limited. I put all my brain cells into Hero. But thank you so much for sticking around, for being here. We love you all. And that's it. That's all I have.
Next up, Makai, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hey, what's biggity poppin', my friends, my homies, my theys, my thems, and one very particular foe I have out there. You know what you did. I'm coming for you. I'm training. Your ass will be grass. But to the rest of you, it's been a wonderful time. It's been a powerful time. It's been a kick-ass time playing for you today. And hopefully I'll be here next week. Unless Jim gets to me first. But assuming I survive my legendary encounter with Jim, boy, you can catch me on WannaBVA on every social media that matters, whether it be TikTok, Twitter, or even Instagram. Wannabe Voices, WannaBVA. Come find me, come friend me. Oh wait, somebody else I know says that. Damn, if only if they hadn't broken my heart, I might apologize for stealing their thing. But until next time, it's been your boy, it's been your they, and I'm passing it on to you. Which way? Yeah, this way.
Yeah. Well, last and certainly not least, we have Aki. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I'm Aki, the fighter of families, and you can find me all over the Twitterverse at Akinomi_art, where I do a lot of things, too many things in fact, but most of my things involve either Aubrey or Dusty, who is not here, all three of us being the co-producers of Goblets and Gaze and a bunch of other shit. So just do me a favor and go follow at Unwavering Force on Twitter. It is an all BIPOC Star Wars Pathfinder2e podcast. That is a lot to say, but you know what else is a lot? Me defeating Jeff Goldblum. I don't know if you can vote anymore, high key.
I think it's open for a few more hours.
A few more hours? Okay, so go to Audioverse. What is it?
Audioverseawards.net/vote.
Thank you. And go vote. Goblets and Gays are on many different categories that you can vote for us for. So if you see Goblets and Gays, you know to vote for us. But if you see a best player in a reoccurring production, specifically Aki, AKI, me, right? Also Goblets and Gays, you vote for me specifically first. I must win. Not win. I need to defeat Jeff Goldblum. Someone in our community server made a whole fucking game about that, and I will
hack of
run
Honey
it.
Heist.
Yeah, it's a hack of Honey Heist. I will run it. We will all run it. I don't care where I do it. I'll do it multiple times if I have to, but only if I win and take down Jeff Goldblum, or take down Jeff Goldblum and we both don't make it. It's got to be either or. So it might as well just be me winning.
Yes.
Yeah. I've promised many things, and I'll do them all only if I win. So thank you.
All right. Well, I'm going to say my goodbyes, but I'm going to let him do the rest for me as well with the goodbyes. Hi, my name is PJ McGaw. You can find me all over the internet at PJ McGaw. That is Facebook, and that is Instagram, and that is on Twitter, because Hive, it has kicked me off. I don't know why. I cannot sign back in. It's a pain in the froggy butt. Yeah. Anyway, when I'm not here with these amazing legends, you can find me here, same Nat time, same Nat channel, on Wednesdays, 8 to 11 p.m. for Edge of Legend. Things are starting to heat up there as they are going through a lot of stuff at Dragon's Grave. Also, that's exhausting. Also, this Friday, I will be doing a charity game for Jasper's Game Day. This Friday, a few days before my birthday, and I'm very excited. It's entitled Throw a Coin to Your Hunter. It's a Witcher one-shot campaign for charity to raise resources for suicide prevention. We got No Nat Ones, Serene Briar, and Abe Sinister, and a lot of other faces you may recognize from the TTRPG community. So come in, give what you can, help out an amazing cause, and also see a fun Witcher one-shot in the Pathfinder2e setting. So it's going to be great. This Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe that's how math works. Also, like Aubrey said, I'm also part of Queen Court's Games. I'm doing their podcast, The All Night Society, and we've been doing a lot of recording, so please keep your eyes out for The All Night Society from Queen Court Games and a few other projects as they come up, and more things as I can talk about it. But now it's time to raid. So the question is, what's our raid cry going to be?
Fight for your family.
Fighters of families.
Fighters of families. All right. Well, we are going to try and raid Queer Venture Time. And I think they are playing Crusader Kings 3.
Yes, but that's one last thing. So they are not forgotten.
Yeah, I wonder if we're forgetting anything.
Oh my goodness. Yes. The forgotten one. Forgotten Cuttlefish. Huge shout out to our TD. It took me a second, not glad my brain is so fahugugatst. Huge shout out to our TD, Forgotten Cuttlefish. We love you so much. Without you, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be seen. We wouldn't be heard. We wouldn't have a show. Thank you so much for your amazing skill and talent. And that being said, now we're going to raid Queer Venture Time. Queer Venture Time. I said that right. I definitely said that right. Yes, now we have to wait for the button to load. Also, to everyone that raided from Blackwater and D&D, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed our show. Please go check it out on Goblets and Gays on Spotify or Nat20 Prods on YouTube. See you there.